Turn the microphone on so people can hear us. Do you think that's a useful thing?
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, you're giving it Barnet. Oh yeah. Let me tidy up my hair as well. Yeah. Get the Barnet going on.
Should have washed my hair today.
Hello, people. Welcome.
Hello.
Thank you.
Why am I so much smaller than you?
Thank you for joining me. Yes.
Like I'm a midget.
I should come down here like this too.
I'm a midget.
Something's happened to you. You've gone a bit short.
Am I taller than you?
No, not quite taller than me.
I am.
But, if you sit with a cushion,
just sit like this.
You need a cushion. Sit properly, and you'll be fine.
Nah.
And you'll be fine. How you doing? Welcome.
Yes.
Yeah. Been away for a week.
Yeah.
Away from
like
here.
Always.
Yeah. Away from here. Away from what we're up to.
Oh, we need a chat up. You always forget.
Oh, okay. We need the chat up. I'll do the chat. Brilliant. We're in double figures already for viewers. Thank you everyone for joining us. It is awesome as always.
And we have some really different. What's going on? Oh, we have some. That's me.
Yeah.
We have some different things today. Oh,
Yeah.
it's never set up. Obviously.
It's never set up. Why is it ever never set up?
I don't want it.
That's just the way it should be.
Why? Okay, install the news chat.
It's
Fine.
doing that. Okay. Well, look, we've still got a chat there on the thing.
Yeah. Oh, what is it saying? Love the music. Oh.
That's the Tiny Whoop music, from way back in the day.
Yes.
The original tunes.
I think it's installed now.
And
sorry, we need to put in the chat. We should have done this before.
The standard professional setup that we do, where we have everything ready before we go live.
No way.
So that's the way it works. Can you hear the typing? Can you hear it?
There we go.
There we go.
Finally, we can see.
He's got the little message thing there.
What you're.
Yeah, that's all it was about.
What are you doing?
Okay, what's happened there?
You clicked away from.
What the hell's happened?
Oh, the other one. There we go. Yes.
That one. I didn't click anything. I was moving that.
Let's just go to the thing that we're going to show.
Yeah? Should I go back to the start tune?
Yeah. So what do we have? We have a couple of things. First, let's just take it out first and show people.
Let's stand up next to me and take it out, Carlos. Like, what's that about?
My new toy.
New toy. I like this. I was quite impressed with this, I have to say. Yeah. When you brought it round.
With the quality. Yeah.
When I first saw it and all of that, I thought, God, what's this? A new hype bundle.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. And then certain brands have been trying to push it very, very hard.
As most character to the stream.
Thanks very much, Drew. Thanks for that bit of support. I thought that it was just a bit of hype thing.
Yes.
And then I actually tried it last week.
Yeah, and
I've got to just shut up. I'm stunned. Yeah, I've got to shut up and fly.
Oh,
seriously.
I think it's is it frozen or something?
Does it look frozen? It could be.
I think it just needs a.
Just my refresh on my screen, is it? Yeah. Let me just make sure I can. Sound down.
The stream.
Yeah, there we go. Just make sure.
Yes. So what have I done here?
Yes.
It's the regular DJI goggles, right?
So you've taken DJI and you put them into the past. You put them backwards. Yeah.
Well, backwards compatible.
Backwards. Now you've made it, which is what they should have done in the first place. I'm surprised they never.
I don't know, because they're like, screw all the current FPV people. They're just go.
But hang on, this is screw the customer that's buying my goggles and everything that he said before this.
Yeah.
Like that's where I'm failing with that.
But because I guess they want to sell the DJI unit, right? Rather than.
I appreciate that, but
this is more expensive. So if you sell more of this, it's better for you, right?
If this is so much better.
Yeah.
So if I've got one drone with digital, and then these ones with analog, and I go from digital to analog, and then that analog's so bad. I'm only going to be more encouraged to make them digital.
Yeah, exactly.
But if now I can only ever fly this one,
Yeah.
and then all right, so I've got perfect shots for that one, and I've got my
And then
DJI
you have to
for
take
this
like a
one.
whole bag of
Yeah.
stuff with
I'm
you.
not. I'm going to be less inclined. I
Yeah.
think maybe that's just my mindset.
No, I think it's like I don't want. I bought this because there's the possibility of now of making this analog. Otherwise, it's like, oh, do I
So
want to carry like several?
Before you had that option, you was less interested.
Yeah.
That's that's a major
Well,
thing.
there
to
was
say.
always that option, but now they fixed the latency, and actually that's what we're gonna try today.
Okay.
To see if the latency is fixed. Also,
well, only you
Huh?
can try it.
Yeah.
We can't. We're not involved.
You're not
because
involved.
HD.
Oh, you are because you no.
They chose not to send it out, didn't they?
I don't know, but yeah.
But how much better latency? We can see the analog.
Yeah, but that's what I'm gonna see.
Oh, you're going to see the same analog we are.
But there was a bit of latency before in analog.
Okay.
So I'm gonna see if they fix it now.
So we won't know. We're gonna have to believe you
Yeah.
if there is or isn't latency.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is what it is.
But also there's a different thing
This is
because people, I don't know how no one thought of this before. I just got these, so I just started researching this now.
Mm.
But you know what they were doing with these modules?
Yes.
They were disassembling the DJI unit altogether.
Scary.
And soldering stuff inside, so the warranty is gone, right?
Totally.
Because you open up the goggles, you start like soldering stuff inside.
Right away, it's gone.
Warranty is gone. And I think Bardwell did a video and it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna try it on my goggles. Oh, but I almost soldered something wrong and I would have exploded the module and stuff. Because they're soldered directly to the module as well.
And they don't even know what they're doing. They're guessing. They're having,
No. Someone made this.
The first guy, he knew what he was doing.
And then he put out, notes on how to do it for everyone else. So everyone else is just like trying to follow the notes, but
we didn't learn how to solder before we decided to do that.
And it's unnecessary because the air unit, not the air unit, the goggles, have like that video input and power input. So all you need to do is do a
power out. Is that a power out? So that's powering this.
Yeah.
So that's power out, isn't it?
So this, there was a guy, again, I can't remember the name. I'm real sorry. If anyone knows his name, just post it on that thing. That just extended this unit a little bit further.
Okay.
So it's not like stuck inside because there's limited space inside.
Sure.
And he made the
this power thing.
Like how to do this. And this is basically a couple of cables cut and then connected directly to a little. So if I can show. See, like a little
a header board.
A header board, exactly like you have in your regular goggles.
Easy
you can
enough
see there.
to do. Yeah. And it's inset into that 3D printed grade.
Yeah, inset into this 3D printed thing. It's just put wherever your preferred module is inside. And there's only 3 cable connection behind this, which is video.
And 2 powers, I guess.
And the power for 5 volts, which comes in from a regulator that this is connected to.
So there's another little chip inside here as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
A regulator, 5 volt regulator, because this can only take 5 volts.
Yep.
So the power that goes in goes immediately out and connects to the goggles.
So you've got so the goggles are powered.
Yes.
And you're having to power the RX separately.
Yeah. But instead of soldering directly to the board and trying to find 5 volts in the board and stuff like that, or whatever voltage.
You just got another.
You just have a regulator outside that gives you whatever power you connect here. It gives you 5 volts to power this.
Okay.
And then the AV cable just connects to the side of the goggles.
So it comes out of there, goes into there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's an easy fix for.
I would much rather do that than open it up to solder inside for sure.
Yeah, the soldering is. I watched the video; it was a bit dodgy and scary. Well, because you're taking screws and you're like melting some foam, so it takes.
Melting.
I know it was some odd stuff going on.
Okay, yeah, that's not the way to do it. That's not the way to do it.
So yeah.
So we like that. That's quite interesting. So you're going to see that now in the old.
I am.
You're going to see whether or not there's any latency.
There's a lag or not. Yeah.
And how are we going to be able to test this? What do you think? You're just going to have a little drive around and
I'll have
try
a drive around
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Drive around. So drive. What do you mean drive?
No, there's a couple of different things as well.
What do you mean drive?
I haven't even seen the track.
Yeah. So there's a telly up there now. See that telly? And that is actually my phone. So that's what's on my phone. Carlos brought around a lovely little device. I'm gonna have to get one of these.
Yeah.
So we can now cast my phone up onto that big telly.
Yeah.
And you can see what's on the phone.
Yeah.
Basically. So what are we gonna do? Hang on, let me try and find the correct viewpoint. Let's try and do that one.
Yeah, I can use that.
We'll transition that one. There you go. Boop. See it. Now what's that?
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
Lovely bit of raceway.
That's Gems Raceway.
I love it. I haven't got a name for it yet.
Yeah.
But
so we're gonna see that in FPV,
FPV,
basically.
Yes. Yeah. So we've got our little cars. You might have seen them last week if you watched the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And
they're a bit pimped up.
And we've pimped them a little bit, as we do with pretty much every toy we've got. We just can't help it.
Yeah. So now, if you've seen like Gem run, I've made some differences.
So essentially, it's the same car that I've got, but my FPV is like a carriage, like a saddle over the top.
Yeah, and I'm trying to put everything inside and maybe like a little switch to turn it on and off.
Well, my thing is when we do 2, 3 car, 4 car FPV racing, I want your car to look real.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And like now it looks like you have some hump over the car.
Yeah, it don't look nice at all. So for me, that's quite important what you've done there. It's significant, let's call it. Yeah. So you've got now, let's get you tuned in with our new special things. Plug it in. You plugged in yet?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. In that case, we'll get you tuned. And you can have a little go round on the track. Shall I move those crash barriers that are not ready? Are you going to be careful enough not to hit the wall?
Yeah, I'll try.
At that end, yeah?
I'll try. Oh, is it on? Maybe the battery's off.
Scanning. Oh, you got a dead battery.
Maybe.
That's not good. Do you want to drive my turbo?
No, I think I have another battery there.
Okay. So while he's doing that, I want to give a quick mention for a couple of things. Paul Jaggers. I don't know if anyone knows. Most people know Paul Jaggers. He does an indoor drone racing thing, and it's coming up on the 19th. And I just wanted to give a mention out there for people and for him, for his event.
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
And if you're ready, go to indoor drone racing. Let's try and get that on the screen. See if we can get you to see what that looks like.
He's doing some Christmas.
He's doing a Christmassy thing. Yeah, that's exactly right. So I want people to go there. Go and have a look. Check him out. Christmas on the 19th. Loads of fun, loads of racing. Nice guy. I really like what he does, and he pushes a lot to try and help people and get people flying.
Mm-hmm.
And that always impresses me.
That's what it's all about, right? Sharing the fun.
Yeah, exactly. Gel says that if you're casting, that'll definitely introduce some kind of latency.
Well, we're gonna see now. Oh, yeah. Cast. Oh no, the cast is different. The cast is just for your phone.
Yeah, the casting is just for my own racing, as it were. So yeah, whilst Carlos is doing that, I'm going to open up this picture that I got from Cadix, and let's see if we can show you this transition. So Cadix are making their own version now, and they've done this in communication with DJI.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw that.
They do it with DJI.
Vista. It looks a bit smaller as well.
It's a bit smaller. Here it is. There. That's the air unit.
30. Oh, but still 30 by 30, is it?
It is actually smaller. They said. He says to me that it's smaller.
Okay.
So that's 30 by 29. Does that make any difference? Yeah. 1 mil.
Same.
And that's going to come. That's coming very soon. So as soon as we get some more info on that one, we will tell you more about it. But it's good that other companies, is the point that I'm trying to make, are going into the digital revolution, and they may start making their own goggles to receive those digital signals.
Yeah. And
therefore we don't need to we don't need to worry too much.
Yeah. So first, before I go, I'm gonna let you have a look.
Right, let me have a look.
Because there's a few things.
Because I've seen this signal. Yeah. And it's clearer. And small.
Yeah,
right.
It's smaller, isn't it?
That's interesting.
So what happens is that the goggles obviously have like a wide field of view, but even when you're flying, I think the field of view is slightly reduced. So you had like 2 black bands on the side. even when it's
You
digital.
got black bands all the way around there, though.
Yeah, but with FPV, instead of putting it like 16:9, they put it like so they crops on the top and on the bottom. So it's like
Okay.
it's much smaller on the screen. But I guess like when you start driving,
It's not
you're not
bad.
gonna know.
It's not bad. So
The thing is that the signal is much clearer.
if I just press this button, does that do anything?
Huh? Yeah, it will.
Will it do anything?
Yeah.
Will that button do anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna show it now.
Well, what do you
Show
mean
it.
that?
All right.
Well, they don't even know it there. I just think it looks great. So can you have a little drive off?
Yeah.
You have a little driving. Do you want to drive with my phone, and then you can I'll put your thing on the screen at the back. No? Okay. We'll do that later. We'll do that after. So there you go. Start the race. Carlos is going to start his engine. There you go.
So I like the. Oh my God, this is very nice. The quality of the video.
What you're seeing.
Yeah, is.
It's interesting. I
Because
don't know how to.
but the thing is.
I can't quantify that because I can't see it, and
I know.
Because we're only in.
Well, you have HD ones,
We're
right?
only 3 yards away from it, so I'm getting good picture in my
No,
Analogue.
it's not that. It's not that. It's the quality of the actual screen. That's nice. You know what I mean?
Yes. The actual
do you have HD
pixels
goggles
on the screen? But my picture's pretty clean, bruv.
No, it's not that. It's the quality of the screen. The quality of the OLEDs. You know, like. But this is also because I've had my shitty little.
I'm going to struggle to say what I just saw in there.
Yeah.
Is markedly better than what I'm looking at in here.
Yeah.
Like, what I'm looking at in here is pretty good. That's really nice and clean.
Oh,
you know?
race over.
Oh, your minute was up, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's all red. Oh, it looks really nice. Oh.
A
little bit of turning there. Right.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can do this
Okay,
a little bit better.
My landscape is being built actually at the moment, and I really am enjoying it, building it. And as you can see, there's those Scalextrics ones. I've just cut them down. The ones there on the right now, I've cut them down, and they'll be all landscapey. It'll come soon enough.
So
it's really, really nice. So have you got an SD card in there?
It do, but from
again,
what I've seen, it doesn't record AV.
Oh, okay.
Which is a bit silly, but
so we can't record. You can't do that test then.
No, but I don't know if the firmware actually changed some of that. I don't notice any lag, to be honest. Like all seems to be.
Well, you're not crashing, bro. So there can't be that much lag, can there? And at this speed, are you really gonna experience any lag?
Well, I would notice, like, if there was a little bit of lag, like when you.
Yeah, when you just did that turn.
Yeah.
You would have noticed that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. No, it seems all. Oh my God.
Nice, nicely parked. Nicely parked. Let me just have a quick look in the comments section, see if anyone's making any comments.
Do you want to try to see if you see any difference?
What do you mean, in view wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, but can I drive with my phone, please?
No.
Why not?
Because mine is connected.
Can't you just disconnect yours? It's not hard. Alright, where's your buttons? Oh wow.
Same thing.
Way out of focus. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't have HDOs, but I do have the what's it called? The Dominator V3, but they're so old. Oh, you meant to do that?
No. I'm not going to try and blag it until you that.
Wait, let me move you a bit. I have the Dominator.
A fan blowing in my eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a fan in here.
Yes, there is. I guess it's to keep the green. I guess it's to keep the
It's definitely a fan blowing in my eye.
The goggles cool. Also, this is V8, so it might be a bit harder to drive.
Nah, my black one's a V8.
Okay. So I was saying, I have Dominator V3s, and definitely between the Dom V3s, that mine are all this destroyed, and the quality is quite noticeable on FPV. It's much smaller, but once you start driving, you kind of forget about those black bands outside.
I don't even notice them.
Yeah.
Not seeing them at all.
You do look like you're from the future or some kind of alien, alien, what's it, a reptile type of creature from the future.
Okay, 1 second. 1 second. I'm going to
Okay.
start.
Huh?
Take that away.
What do you mean take that away?
Take that away.
It's still connected.
It's not. I've stopped you. Oh, 1 minute. It's white V8 limited, yeah? There we go. Okay, so white V8 limited. Can you
If
see
you could
it?
afford it, I'd buy it, but I'm just gonna go with the Sky Zone.
Can you see
3.
it on the screen in the background? I wonder.
Yeah, they can see it on the screen.
So let's find out.
So the Sky Zones were also what I thought I was gonna get, but what's that face?
I'm trying to see it underneath the thing. Through my nose. I'm looking through my nose.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Yes. But I don't know. The thing with Analogue should have been like a dead technology already ages ago. Not right now. Loving this micro drift stuff. I don't need another hobby after the quads, but screw it, you only live once. Yeah, we didn't need one as well.
But this FPV view is so good in these
Yeah,
cars.
it is. Oh, look at that.
It's so good. Any idea how fast I'm going?
30?
Ah, interesting.
30, yeah, 30 something. Much slower now.
Much slower. It's this wire annoying me. Oh, what's that? That's your battery. No, I'm gonna build those.
Yeah.
So you can't really do much about them right now. I'm trying to reverse. Okay.
So, do you
they
notice
get-
any difficulty? Any
Yeah,
like,
it's because I'm not wearing my glasses.
yeah.
So have they got any lensing like the Fat Sharks come with?
I
Does
don't
that
know.
happen?
Oh, also I forgot something. I haven't taken out the plastic from the lenses yet.
Oh, you've still got that little protective plastic on it.
Yeah,
So
I might
that might
leave
be
it on
making
for
a bit.
a while.
That might be making a bit of blur.
Yeah, but I didn't notice much.
But you've got great vision, so.
Yeah. That's how new the goggles are. I haven't even taken the protective lens thing from them. That's good driving. Ish.
Really?
I just want people to see your
To see how good I am.
face. To see if I can.
See my face? That's why you freaked me out now.
What are you doing?
Because those curbs are not done nicely, they're holding me up. Okay, so we're just having fun with these. So these cars, what I'm driving now at the moment, for anyone that doesn't know, is called Drift. DR exclamation mark FT is the way they've spelled it.
Oh, there goes a tree.
There goes a tree. And so they're a simulator. They made a simulator, made a game, and got rid of the screen and gave us a real car. And then
And now we put it back into a game.
and we put it back into a game and given it a screen again and made it a video game again. So it's just, but it's so real. I can't imagine any other RC car, because I've played with so many, Carlos, you know, that would drive this way, bro. It just doesn't, they wouldn't do it. You put FPV on any normal traction-based car, it won't drive this way. And what do I mean by traction-based? This is not a traction-based simulation. This has nothing to do with traction, nothing to do with grip, nothing to do with the 4 tyres that you see, the normal wheels. Yeah. It's all simulated. All of these turns and this drifting that we're getting is simulated, and that
this tiny little wheels
simulated so well because you know, you say like you've got this as a V8, I've got a turbo, Tristan's got the V12 I think now, and they're all different, they all drive different, and even when you put on
in FPV as well,
even in FPV, yeah, totally, Still the same differences. And you know, like even when you put like 4-wheel drive on within the turbo, you can feel the difference.
Yeah.
And that for me was startling, and why I'm just so impressed, because it is just technically just software.
Yeah.
That's
It
changing.
is. Yeah.
You know, because the cars, your black one, your yellow one,
It's
the
all
red
the same
one,
thing. Yeah.
they're all the same car. It's all the same car. So I do quite a lot of this, and I'm loving this landscaping, and I'm just enjoying landscaping. Do you know what I mean? It's funny. It's just like a little pastime. But this, you couldn't get a Scalextric set in this amount of space and have this much fun. We're looking forward to 4, 5, 6 people racing at a time.
Yeah. I want to do a very quick test.
Take that off.
Can
I
you
found
put
no
your,
latency at all.
Can you put your goggles on?
Yes, I found no latency at all there.
Like immediately in tests.
Oh, immediately now.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But I get a great view because, like I say to you, we're transmitting 25 milliwatts and it's there.
No, it's not. It's the quality of the screen that I'm looking for.
My screen is beautiful, bro. Look how clean that is. It's so lovely. But look, I fly with many antennas because Greg does the best antennas. That's so clean. Wow, that's so pretty. All right, so we're reversing now.
So what do you prefer, this or that?
This.
In terms of quality.
Right now, because I can see this, maybe because I've got my lenses in, and this is a wider picture, so it looks more real. Like that's kind of shrunk.
I'm gonna
squashed into the middle.
I hope they do like 16:9, like an update that changes it into 16:9 because
that wall is killing me, isn't it?
Let's take the lens protections off, if I can. If I understand how to. Oh, there we go.
The little plastics that you've got there. So yeah,
oh my God, so
right now
difficult.
this picture is way better than that picture.
Better than this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like actually clearer even, crisper, a bit more colour, and because it's wider, it looks like what I'm expecting the road to look like.
All right. So if you wanna,
you made the road a bit dumpy with that, with those ones. Yeah, really.
So if you take your goggles off now.
So take my goggles off now.
Yeah, and you put these on again.
Put these now. Oh, what have you changed? Aha, that does look bigger. You made that bigger. How have you done that?
How does it look now?
It looks bigger, like closer.
Yeah?
How have you done that?
Oh, I just moved the interpupillary distances as well. But does it look clearer now?
Yeah, because it's bigger.
But you still prefer the HD goggles?
I think my goggles, my Fat Sharks, is crisper. Does that make sense? This seems a little bit blur, but I'm not sure if that's because I'm half blind and there's no lenses in it.
This is quite nice, but it's darker though. Your goggles are much darker.
I've turned them down to try and get rid of that roof light blindness.
Yeah. Do you get that with that?
Yeah, the roof lights are blurring out hard.
So it needs a bit of reduced
brightness.
Oh, actually, I think I increased the brightness a little bit. Can I check something?
Oh, they're very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Oh, yeah. Try now.
Okay.
Stop pressing buttons as well.
I didn't mean to press it. Right.
There we go. Is that better?
Oh, way better. Yeah, that's better. It's crisper, but still, there's like some banding lines going across me? Can you see that?
Banding?
Yeah, like light and dark lines, especially when I was up against that white wall.
It might just be the screen. You'll need to sort out your lightning. I'll be round to sort out your lightning soon, says Dino.
Ah, thanks, Dino. He keeps saying that. I hear him say that a lot. It's one of his favourites.
Oh, you went off the thing.
I went off what?
You disconnected from the view. Okay. Let's find a way. So better, same?
Still, I'd rather my Fat Sharks right now.
Rather your Fat Sharks. That's interesting.
Right now, I'd still rather my Fat Sharks.
Interesting.
Because it's still not wide, it's just closer.
Can I check?
Yeah. It's still not wide, it's just closer. Does that make sense? So I've still got this much of a screen, but it's just here and not there.
Yeah, I
Whereas
know.
I want that screen from my Fat Sharks is more like that.
And there's a little bit of graininess, isn't there?
There is some grain. Go up against something white, and you will see. Yeah, when you got
there's a little linings
like bandings,
like this.
Yeah, that way as well, but definitely
Diagonal.
vertical, light and dark bands up against something white. Like go to the end.
Let me see if it's the brightness. If I put it.
Yeah.
Lower.
So interesting, I think.
Oh.
Interesting, very interesting. They are nice, bit heavy. To be honest with you, right now, that's
really?
a very. Yeah, I think that's a bit more suction on the face than my Fat Sharks are. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's a bit more.
I mean, for me, the quality is amazing, but then again, my previous goggles were already on the.
You had battered your last goggles.
On the way out.
You had battered your last goggles, so there was a lot to that. So just a quick little interlude.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw a little interlude inside there.
What's the interlude?
The interlude is.
Oh my god.
You remind me when you spoke about trying to solder inside there.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that want to learn how to solder, and learning how to solder is not the easiest thing. Soldering, once you know how to do it, is very easy. So I've had this little thing made. This little thing here, and it's just a solder practice board. That's all it is. It doesn't actually do anything. Maybe another one, the next version, I might put some LEDs in there or something. And I'll be giving these out with orders. So one for anyone that makes an order, and it's just for you to practice soldering on. Yeah, cute little extra bit of gift. So I thought I'd let you know about that.
Yeah, this is a bit nicer.
My goggles are a little
But it looks like yours looks like a postal stamp now.
It looks smaller. But it's definitely nice and wide.
Did you put this sticker here just so you know where it is?
I know reverse is. So I put a little round sticker on my phone because reverse is a little dot. So I put that on there to find out.
So it's interesting. Like it seems that the quality is a lot better on yours.
Way better, I believe.
But I think it feels like they're much smaller.
But again, I really want to stress this, that we are sitting 5 yards away.
No. The quality of the picture, not the. It's not. I'm not talking about. That's module.
Breakup or anything.
Yeah, no, that's module.
So the quality of the picture, you think is better in the DJIs?
No, on this, but because it's smaller. It's like looking at your TV. If you look really close, you're gonna see all the pixels.
It's way crisper.
But if you look really far,
that's way crisper. Actually, you know what? Let's transition it so people know what we're looking at. But it's way crisper. Way crisper on that screen.
On this screen?
On my Fat Sharks. I like it a lot more.
I think it's just because it's smaller. And not because the quality is better.
Maybe.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes and no.
It's like I was saying, like if you have a TV
and you
get really close to the TV, it's gonna look like you're gonna see the details, right?
But you look washed out.
But if you look like far away, it's gonna look perfect.
It looks washed out.
What?
On the DJI.
I think that's just I changed a couple more things. Like I put the brightness a bit lower.
Okay. So you got a lot of settings action going on.
Yeah. But there's only 2 settings that you can like. Brightness and saturation.
Okay.
It's odd though because for FPV, I don't know. Like this definitely looks. I feel more comfortable using this racing.
Yeah.
In terms of like how it looks, then this looks huge. This looks like I'm gonna. What happened?
Yeah, okay. I will. When you say huge, those DJIs, because that's a square picture, you've
But
got
yeah,
all of
the
this extra top stuff that you're not even looking at. Especially in this, you're only looking at the bottom half of this. And for me, when it's a wider picture, like even what's on screen now,
yeah.
what the people at home are looking at isn't what I can see in my Fat Sharks.
No, you can see a bit more.
No, no, I mean that this view is stretched. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Oh my God, this
Yeah.
car is something
This
wrong with
view,
it.
like let's try and do this then. If I did that and I went like, oh no, what I've got to do is I've got to transform that, yeah, into stretch to bounds, right, like that.
Yeah.
And my view is more like that. So people will see that.
Like what?
That's more like my view.
Oh, but
That
they're not seeing it.
they're
Though.
not seeing it. Okay.
They're now. They're
So
seeing
that's more like my view.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
And I screwed over the stream.
no, no, there it is. I found it. That's more like my view.
Yeah.
And this is more. This is like your view. So this
Yeah.
is my view.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if I stretch this down to the bottom, that's your view.
Okay.
Yeah. And I feel that my view, which is like that, just looks better when I'm racing around.
It's odd. I don't know.
Yeah. You guys let us know. You've had a little stretch and back on that view. But for me, it's like the top half of the picture's wasted in the DJI.
The top.
Yeah.
No, but there's I can see like a huge screen, black, but
Yeah.
this is the picture.
Okay. But the picture that you've got is a square picture.
Yes.
And I'm
but
trying
they should have.
This is more letterboxy. The Fat Sharks are more letterboxy.
Yeah, because you're 16 by 9. Oh,
Yeah.
no, you're not. No, you're not.
What?
You're
No.
4 by 3, aren't you?
4 by 3. No, they're 16. It must be 16 by 9.
No,
It's wide.
not.
My view is wide. It's wide, my view. Yeah,
No.
stick it in.
Stick it in.
I don't know, but it looks more like what's on the screen now. Where it's
yeah, maybe it is.
More wide.
Yours is 16 by 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and this is 4 by 3.
And you're 4 by 3, and you're more square. And that, if we use FPV racing, your action is in that top half.
Yeah.
So 4 by 3 is not so bad for you.
Yeah.
Whereas all of my action is left and right in the car.
Yeah.
So I want that sideways view of either side of it. Yeah,
I don't know. There's a clear difference in this. Looks like, I think it might be, I don't know. It might be the module as well. I don't know. Like all the cabling is.
What do you mean? The module, like the picture quality. It's not about the picture quality right now.
No, because
I'm talking about the shape.
I know. But the picture quality, like on that one, is a bit better. This, like you say, is a bit washed out. Yeah. Even with the brightness, like almost.
That is washed. It is. It's like it's washed.
Fully turned down.
Whereas this is very clean and crisp. Like there's a stark line between red and white. And yours, the red is almost pink, like it's washed.
Yeah. Like, look, this is the least amount of brightness that you can have.
Closer to mine, but mine's still sharper. Like that red block off in the distance. Yeah. Would be red.
Oh, but that's the saturation.
Okay, but still, it's not.
I don't know.
There's definitely a grain there, bro. There is definitely a grain.
Yeah, there is a grain.
Definitely something going on inside there.
But this isn't meant for.
Yeah. No. It's supposed to just be to help you fly your other drones and all the rest of it. John made a comment. Have you seen the Chernobyl isotope? We saw that. Yes, we have, John. Probably about a little while ago. Ages ago. And yes, we also think if we could somehow get you to drive from home.
It's possible. We've already done it, but I haven't had time to.
No, we've done it slowly.
Yeah. But fast is not going to be.
Fast shouldn't make much more difference.
It will be very hard.
So that you can drive on our track from your house.
I doubt that's.
That's what I really would like to show. Yeah, I would like to have.
I doubt that's
Then
gonna
I
be
could
possible.
build a nice big course. Yeah, because this track, I love this track. Absolutely love it.
Not this car.
And I'm
Like
not
that would
having
be very hard to do.
What do you mean? Well, it's the only.
Well, with your phone, how?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on my phone on the website.
No.
No?
No.
Can't I do that via that comes back?
How do you connect to the car?
Well, like I've cast this to that telly.
Yeah, and
Can you not cast it the same? Does that not work?
no, do you need a phone
I'm
per
guessing
person?
at
No,
this stuff.
no, it's not.
It's not. No.
No. It's
No.
not.
No. I've
It's
just
like-
stressed you out. I've just stressed out cars.
You can do it with a like a proper like an RC car, but not with this. This is gonna be very hard.
That casting has gone off my phone. Where's it gone?
I don't know. You have to do it again.
You have to do it again.
Yeah, you have to do the whatever you found it.
Oh, that thing there.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah, it's
I
interesting,
could do
but-
it, bro. So I could go for that.
So I didn't notice any lag on the goggles, which is good. But yeah, the quality is odd. Like your HD
It's awesome.
seemingly better quality in analog than this. But then again, you can't do HD on. Oh, you could, I guess.
I don't know if I need it, bros. I don't think we
HD?
do. Yeah.
Oh, imagine this track in HD.
It would be lovely, but it's not bad.
Yeah, but in
Like,
HD
what
would
I'm
be
doing
better.
is not bad at all.
In HD would be much better. Would be 10 times better. You can actually see the faces of the people in the audience.
I guess so. Yeah.
What's the other thing
I
that
can't
you
argue with
could
What? You could probably
set up
a VPN, remote control the phones, stream the video. Yeah, I'm sure that there's some way to do it. I'm sure that there is a path to do it.
well that will work.
I think you would need to know enough of networks to be able to do it.
The
we're
lag
not even there.
introduced here would be
Well, both ways. Well,
Yeah.
I suppose you're coming in,
yeah.
and then you'd have to transmit out of my router into the car, maybe.
Yeah, no, it's
No, you'd have to go to a Bluetooth unit because we're talking to the cars via Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So I'd have to have a Bluetooth transmitter to talk to your car.
No, it has to be the phone because it's the app.
Yeah, but it's not a phone.
So it's
'Cause
something that's connected.
They're at home on their phone, connecting to their router.
Yeah,
That
but
comes to my router. That connects to a Bluetooth. That connects to the car. That sounds about what needs to be done. It seems that way. If it's Bluetooth connection to the car, I have to replicate that.
No, because it's the app that connects the car through Bluetooth, not the phone. So you have to have something in the app that allows you to do that, and you don't have access to the app, so no.
No. That means that I'd have to have another phone here that their phone connects to. They've got their own phone and their own app.
No. How are you gonna simulate? How are you gonna simulate this?
They're not simulating it. They're doing it, and they're
No, you can't.
transmitting.
You can't do that.
They're transmitting whatever their phone is doing.
You can't do that because it doesn't.
It doesn't do it.
You can't do that. No,
You can't do it.
not right now. Not today.
You can't do
Not
like,
today's date.
You can't do like we just did a WeCast.
No.
And do.
No.
All right, just know me. It's just knowing me then, yeah.
Anyways, I
Yes.
have more stuff to show.
Yep.
Especially for the drifty people, because we've always had issues like recording. Like, how would you record this that we're doing, like on the car?
That.
I mean, that looks
lovely.
it's okay,
Yeah.
but it looks a bit shit, to be honest. Isn't it?
It works.
Huh?
What part of it that you do not like? The view. You want to see the car.
The quality.
Oh, the quality.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we're still in analog transmission.
That's
There's
true.
no way you're going to put that DJI thing in the car.
Or are you?
Are you going to put? What are you going to do? Put wheels on the box?
Or are we? So that's what I have here today.
Oh no, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you
Well,
curious
I'm
now?
definitely not expecting this one. What you got for me? What you got? Quick tea.
So
Quick tea. Join us with some tea.
I have with me.
And we have
I
black
guess
tea sweetened
the-
with honey.
Is your black card charged?
Yes, it should be on the table. Just
Would
there.
you like to see it
In-
record in HD quality?
Sure. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I'm
You
not
don't
scared.
mind?
I'm not
You
scared.
sure?
No, yeah.
So here are my hands.
Here in your hand. In your hands, right there. What's that?
That's the camera.
Okay.
That's the new Insta360 Go
That's
camera.
a 360.
Yeah. Well, this is a 180 actually.
Okay. That's pretty small.
It is very small. So, it's now turning on or off? I don't know. Let's turn it off.
Yes, but hang on, you also need my other camera on there, didn't you? So I can
Huh?
drive in FPV.
No, we could drive in line of sight just to see what
Okay.
the recording quality.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna put this on. Oh, the thing with this camera is that it records only for a minute. But that's all you need, I guess.
I hardly drive more than that.
And go for it.
Which car are you in?
The black one. Did it connect to another car?
No, I'm connecting to your car.
Oh, the white one.
Yeah, I've started your car.
Oh.
Your car's still on.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you can see in the screen in the background, that's how you're choosing your cars. And I'm choosing this car.
Stop the recording.
There we go.
Yeah, you good?
Yep. But
Shall we show the? You go line of sight. I'll show what we're seeing, if I can. There you go. So that's Jen driving there, in line of sight. You haven't done that in a while.
Yes, well, since I put a camera on.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, since I put a camera on, I don't think I've driven more than 2 laps line of sight.
What?
It's terrible.
No. Yeah. So this Insta360 Go is basically a thumb-sized camera.
It is a very small camera, though. That is a really small camera.
And
that's proper HD, you say?
This is proper HD, yes.
Wow.
So
it's impressive if it is. Richard, I was just talking about you, buddy.
To my phone.
Just talking about you. They are absolutely lovely. Richard Green is the man that did these for me.
That did what?
And he's watching on the stream these little solder practice boards. They're going to go out with orders.
Oh, okay.
And he's the guy, Richard. What I'd like to do, Richard, is to do RFID. Any ideas? You do a bit of RFID. All I really need from you, apparently, is the antenna in a PCB about this long to go across that start-finish line. And then we're going to put LiPo buddies. If you look on the site, you can see they're just an RFID tag on the cars. And as we drive over, we should be able to get external timing of the cars. Any ideas, Richard? Let us know. That's the next plan, next project. But for now, thank you very much, dude. Absolutely love them. Thank you.
They do look good, don't they?
What?
All right, so now I can connect.
2 of them.
Huh? No, that's just the dock.
Okay. I thought that was 2.
So now I can connect this camera to my phone.
To your phone.
And hopefully we're gonna be able to see the.
Are you gonna put that on the telly?
Well, if I could stream to it, I would. But I don't know how to stream it to this.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay. So there's a few interesting aspects to this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if I really want to do this 3-4 people having a race thing at the same time.
3-4 people having
on the track. Because the other day Tristan came round.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I can beat you in line of sight. Yeah. And like, he's driving line of sight, same track. And I'm driving at the same time FPV. And that is, to me, it's just brilliant. Yeah, that you could do two different disciplines
at the same time.
At the same time on the same track. Yeah. And so for my mind,
it's loading.
Oh, is it loading it? Okay.
Trying to download the video, I guess.
You could actually have like mixed sport.
Mixed sport.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like like we want 8 people to race on the track at the one time.
Oh yeah, you could have like 4 in FPV and 4
in FPV and 4 in line of sight.
But 8 is a bit too much. I don't like.
Maybe a bigger track.
If it's much bigger.
Well,
maybe.
I want the track bigger anyway because right now that track
3
is
times
lovely.
3 times as bigger.
But it's kind of small. in FPV.
Why is it taking
It's
so
great size in line of sight, but kind of small in FPV, which is a bit weird.
long?
Yeah, and the other thing that's a bit strange is the speed that I see and feel.
Feels very much faster.
Yeah,
in FPV.
Doesn't come over in line of sight, but
No.
But in FPV, I'm really feeling it.
Yes.
Like, it's so strange.
And then it seems that the track is smaller.
And that's what makes the track small. Yeah, exactly. Because it's happening a lot quicker, a hell of a lot quicker. Yeah, which is just the weirdest thing. It's the strangest sensation. You know, like you are. It is a scale speed. This is why I'm so happy about getting it on the telly.
Yeah.
To be able to actually even record how fast I'm going according to what's on the screen. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I get my FPV on one and then that on the other, I can tell you that it really is 50 miles an hour or 60 or 80, or I'm only going 20 and I just think I'm in a, maybe, like a Mini.
Yeah.
You ever driven a Mini?
A Mini.
A Mini.
Yeah.
Mini.
Yeah, it seems like you're going much faster.
Yeah.
Because you're going closer to the ground.
Yeah, everything's bigger, faster. You're driving at 30 and you think you're racing. So there is a lot to it like that. And it's all going to work out.
I would love to connect.
You really are stretching this one out, Carlos. Seriously, I'm trying really hard to segue here, but he's just stretched the hell out of this. It's not working, as usual. Technology.
Yeah, no,
it's just not seeing it.
The Insta360 apps are always a bit like connected. There we go, connected. Okay.
Connected now, and
now I'd like to see the other ones, please.
No.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, no. It's the loading now.
It's showing you that one. That's a
more.
bit weird. That's weird looking. Can't you just press the first one then? Or you got to wait for them all to load before you can go to that one?
I can go to this one, I guess.
That's the one you want to see.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Ah.
I think this is just us waiting for the car to go. Oh no, there we go. The car is going. All right, let's just download it.
Okay.
So you can access it faster. Yeah, but this camera is good and bad, I guess, in some ways, because
it has advantages.
Yeah, it gets annoying like trying to connect to the camera. I was downloading everything. Oh no, downloading the 2 files. No, downloading 2 files.
Just the one. Well, no, 0 of 2. Look, it's only doing 2. Oh. Okay. All right. What else?
What's this one?
It's coming up to Crimbo time.
To what now?
To Christmassy time.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was thinking about having a little Christmassy meet-up at some point.
Christmas meetup.
Yeah.
Oh, for this.
For maybe
for FPV
for
FPV,
like
tiny
try and do
operation.
that Walthamstow place we was in.
Okay, yeah.
And really, I'm just putting it out there. If there's anyone local, London, Walthamstow, let us know if you're interested. We had a great time last time. We did it really only for Orlando's, because we did the world's longest Orlando scale course, and that was it was just over a kilometre. Yeah, of scale, and that went and come back. That was awesome, wasn't it? So we can go back to that place. Do you see what I mean? We can go back in there.
Sounds great.
And I'm just putting the feelers out, and if anyone wants it or is interested, it's again, like I say, London based, Walthamstow, North London. Maybe next week, maybe the week after.
Next week,
something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm just putting the feelers out. If anyone else wants to get together and have a little meet up, we can. It's big enough to fly in, definitely. We could do a track in there to fly. We could do Orlando's, and we could do FPV drift cars. So there's a lot of choice that we could do, or we could just do all of them, but that might be a bit too much.
I think all of them might be a bit.
So if we get a few people that come in and say, you know what, I'm up for a bit of flying, and we get 6, 8, 10, something like that. Don't want a lot. Yeah, I don't need to herd cats. Yeah.
Yes.
6, 8, 10 people to come. That should be awesome.
Cats.
I'm just putting it out there.
There you go.
I'm just putting it out there if anyone's interested.
Do you wanna?
So let me know.
Do you wanna disconnect yours?
I am disconnected. It's just seeing my phone on the time.
You need to disconnect from the cast. It goes back to the same place that you were.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh really?
And then you
Oh, well, clearly my phone's decided to turn off, so I'm going to disconnect in about 2 seconds. Yeah.
I think you're disconnected now.
Yeah, because my phone turned off.
There we go. Connecting.
And now you're in the screen.
There, in that screen in the back.
That screen in the background,
Yeah.
but we haven't got that one up tight. That screen.
Oh, what happened?
You haven't got that screen up tight. That's the best you're going to get.
Huh? Yeah, well.
You've either got that one or this view.
Oh, it was connecting and then it disconnected.
You got that view or this view.
What happened?
That view or this view. So we've lost a few viewers. I don't know how that happened. Sorry
because
about
we're
that,
just
we're just yabbering,
joking around.
I know. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to restart that thing.
Oh,
So
that
connect.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to play with us on a little thing
next week, maybe.
Yeah. Well, it's Christmas time, so it's a bit tough because everyone's doing Christmassy stuff. But I fancy a little meeting. That was nice. Great. That Orlando night we had was just great fun.
Can't cast.
Can't cast.
I've actually never tried to
cast from your phone.
Display.
Okay. What else do we want to let you know about? Landscapes. Should we talk about my landscapes?
So I think we're missing a trick here.
We are.
Which is I like. Oh, you can cast. I can just send you the file in.
Oh, okay. I'll cast it. And I've just found these LEDs.
If I could. Actually, I can.
I think they're a bit bright, but they are 3 volts. Yeah? Do you want to see how bright this LED is?
Go on.
Are you ready?
What's that for?
Well, it's just found a 1S LED. But look how crazy bright that is. Wow. Yeah. I think that's like a cob.
Oh, there we go.
You know, like the cobs?
There we go.
If I put that on the back of my drone, do not follow me. Because that will blow your mind. Yeah?
I figured it out.
Are you casting it?
Finally. No. I'm going to send it to you.
Oh, you're just sending it to me and I'll do it. Oh, well, I've got to turn my phone on there.
Always be prepared.
Always be prepared.
What did I want to say more?
It seems like this week's show has been a little bit chill. Yeah. Is that Dennis? That's the guy we met in Turkey, Dennis, isn't it?
Is he?
Yeah. We met him in Turkey, Dennis Vandermeulen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey.
Yeah, how you doing, Dennis?
Just trying to export a file because I can't cast to my own devices. There you go. Share to Messenger. Yeah, here.
Yeah. And it's not there. Okay. You got some great devices going on there. Yeah, so we are, as you can tell, a little bit random this week, and we are just having a chit chat.
Send to
about nothing really, nothing much.
Send. You're gonna check your.
Yeah, when you're ready, you can send it to me.
Yeah. No, it's there.
Okay.
You have it now.
Right, so I'm going to just get my little bit of thing here.
I'm gonna see it because I haven't seen it myself. Oh, that looks nice. But I think we're missing a trick. Like, to carry all of this shit, you're gonna need a lot of boxes. And I like modular stuff. Like, this is perfect.
But you don't
to put on your terrain.
You don't like my trees.
What I don't like is that how you gonna put that stuff away?
Well, that track's staying out there for a while, which is what we've got.
But we had the same problem with the car. You remember?
Yeah.
With the Orlandos.
Yeah, and we put them in boxes.
And but how can we do something similar with this?
I think the problem is trees won't go smaller.
Trees won't go smaller.
They won't pack very well. So
that's what it sees.
That's great view. All right, so that means that I can see the view in here when I turn my phone on.
Should be able to. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah.
It's very stabilized.
Actually, how comes that the car's underneath is bouncing and the camera's not?
Because the camera's stabilizing the picture.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Now I understand. That actually looks more live, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's an interesting
realistic.
view. All right, you're going to see that view in a minute. I'm going to see if I can cast it onto the spot. Again, you're not going to be able to see it, are they?
Huh?
Not
Yeah,
too well.
you can see it in the back there.
They'll see it in the background.
Here.
Yeah, they'll see it in the background.
If it's sent to
So
you,
yeah,
I
how
don't
do
even know
we
if it's sent.
do that kind of landscaping
Yeah.
and get it portable? It's like you're asking for the Holy Grail sometimes.
Well,
Do you know?
I
But
think
it
it's
is.
doable, but the problem are the trees I can see. So I bet the 8x8 is forgotten again. Actually, I did forget.
Oh, Drew's 8. Oh yeah, Drew. Sorry, man.
I have it at home. I'll do a video about it this weekend. Don't worry. I'm not gonna stay here and drift the whole day because Jem has to go. So when I get home, I'll do a little video. Should we do a police chase?
If you want, I don't mind doing that.
An FPV police chase. Oh, I forgot to disconnect my car as well.
Yeah, you might as well turn it all off. Are you still casting? No, you're not.
No,
Okay, there we go. There's me now. Oh, then we'll go there.
There we go. Carlos with the video.
Carlos got a video.
Can you put it big and sideways?
I'm trying. I am trying. There we go.
Can they see? Yeah, they can see.
You can't see it too well.
You can see
I
it.
can't see that it's in digital.
Huh?
But you can see the car moving under the picture, which is a very different view.
It looks a bit odd, doesn't it? It looks a bit... Because you can see, you can see like the sides sometimes.
It's got a funny bounce. That's so weird.
I should have a sound as well.
I've turned it down because you're just getting crackling. No, it's just crackling noise.
Can we get, do we have a... Oh, maybe this one is a bit better. This view?
Yeah, that view's a bit clearer. There you go, you can see it on the side there. Oh, no, it's gone.
There you go.
Yeah, definitely that.
So, yeah, so this is what we recorded just now with this tiny little Insta360 camera. It's like the size of my finger. That's
quite impressive though, still.
But what I want to see, I don't know if it will be possible or not, is because it's supposed to record in 180, right? So if we put it like this on the car, it should still be able to see like the front and everything else. And what I want to do is I want to be able to pan around as well. But I'm not able to do that just yet for some reason. And it seems that for another reason, like stupid Insta360 is putting their watermark on the, see there on the bottom right corner?
That's not good. What?
What's going on?
I don't know.
Anyways, still playing around with it. This was actually the first try. I haven't yet. I didn't try this before.
Yeah,
I
think it's got very good possibilities.
And it looks like I don't know.
It's so weird that the car's moving underneath the camera.
It looks different, I guess. I guess you can put it here in the back as well. You can stop it now.
It's just so weird.
We can put it like this in the back. And then some.
Yeah, I liked your other carriage that you brought around last time, the wheel one.
The wheel one, the side one.
Yeah, we might have that somewhere. Have we got that video somewhere?
You can just even put it here on the side.
Yes. Yeah, you could. Yeah.
We'll have to try a couple of stuff.
There's so much stuff that we got to try. So many ways of playing and watching and all that. Here it is. So this video here, this one. Let's turn that down. Let's stop this video here and move it to the middle. Hello. There you go. So this was
need to transition.
Was a side wheel view.
Yeah.
Which is just freaking lovely. Now you got to remember that wheel is not powered.
Yeah.
That's just the friction off the ground. That's, you know, just so lovely. And then you can see certain points when you are actually drifting because the wheel's pointing in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, that's a great view. That is a really nice view. And we did a rear wheel view as well, I think, at one point.
Rear view, yeah.
We did a rear view, and then when you try to put it, it was funny. On this side, it was, look how nice it's driving.
Yeah.
When it went on the other side, it must have been out of balance, and the car was just juddering all over the place.
But that's because you still have like stuff outside of the car. I think like if we put everything inside of the car, it will act a lot better.
What would happen if we pointed a camera at a mirror?
At a mirror.
So if the camera was inside the car,
yeah,
and there was just a little bit of a mirror at 45 outside the car, like right up against the lens. So you've got the camera lens, and then you've got a mirror like that.
Yeah.
Would it not just be able to just record that and only have the tiny bit of mirror outside the car? Like, could we
I'm
not?
Not sure what you mean.
Right, so our cameras, so out the side even, but if you had, I'm trying to show you with this one, but it's a 360, but look, that's pointing that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Forward, yeah.
And you want to point it sideways.
And I want to point it, so let's do the front view.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do the front view. So I lay the camera down.
Ah, you put a.
And I put a little mirror there.
Yeah. But it's still higher.
One thing that's my issue.
Yeah.
As you look out of the camera view, that center line of the camera is too low in the car.
Yes.
When it's in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why I like mine on the bonnet.
Mm-hmm.
If I could get that center line of the camera
a bit higher,
when it's in the car, we would have that nice view. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Yeah?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Might work, but...
So I could lay my camera down and have a lot more height and put a little bit of a mirror there.
But you won't be able to, because even if you lay down the camera, it's too high.
Still too high.
Yeah.
But I think, like Drew says, phone cameras, like that camera, is beautiful and way smaller than my FPV camera.
Mm-hmm.
So why can't I have that camera in my car?
That's different things.
Why? That's just a camera.
There's no FPV cameras. No,
but
it's not just a camera.
Wait. The only thing that makes it FPV is the VTX. Otherwise, it's just a security camera.
No. Yeah, but that's not a security camera.
Ah, okay. But I've got small security cameras like this. You can get these kind of tiny little cameras.
Yeah.
So why can't I just put this little tiny camera bugger on my VTX?
Yeah, you could.
That might be a better way of looking at it. Like, because we're trying to put...
But then you have to put the camera in the specific way, so you're not upside down, and it can be wide ends.
Can't be too wide.
Because then
it's going to see the roof. But if my mirror's wider,
it's very weird.
Am I blowing your mind now?
It would work.
I just think there's a way of doing it, bros. There's a way that we're going to be able to do it. Yeah, look, there's the rear view now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that looks wonderful. Look at that.
And then you can see the gubbings that's actually on top of the car as well, so it's kind of spoiled it a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's a lovely view.
It's beautiful.
And it is very interesting how that rim goes in and out there.
You can even see the brakes.
Yeah, it's lovely. Really, really nice view. But I think there is something to finding another source of camera units. Not camera VTXs. We've got VTXs.
Yeah.
And I've spoken to my guy at Nameless RC about getting a very low power VTX.
Because you're next to it anyway.
Because I don't need it to be far.
Yeah.
And you're never going to be far when you're playing with them.
Yeah.
But the camera is the issue. That 12 by 12 is too big. Yeah? And if you could, like Drew says, I don't know what voltage phone cameras... Oh, that started to buzz.
Yeah, because you press it in the...
Okay. I don't know what voltage they work on, but why can't we just rip one out of an old phone?
Transition.
You know?
Because it's not the same thing. Those cameras aren't... They don't have a video out. They're digital cameras.
They don't have a video out?
Yes. You understand?
Kind of.
The digital ones.
Kind of. This is the video that Alex did for us.
Yes. Very good.
Top guy. Yeah, lovely video. So we thought we'd just put it on. I can't make it bigger.
No. That's all right.
I don't know how. So why can't, if anyone knows about
No, it has to be it has to be with these type of cameras with
Why? We just need power and signal, don't we?
Oh, yeah, but the digital cameras don't have that.
Oh, okay. And the phone cameras don't have that. They don't.
They're digital. They're not like you can't just get a phone camera and connect it.
What about a pinhole camera? Analog pinhole camera.
Yeah.
That could work.
Yeah. No, you have one.
Somewhere, yeah.
But then this is your view, right? It's just like it's very
it's tunnel view.
Yeah.
That's
you don't get the wide screen
that's no good.
out of the car.
Yeah, that's no good.
And you'd have to put the mirror in a very specific way because if you put it wrong, you're either seeing back into the car or you're just looking up.
For now, I'm all right where it is, but
Yeah.
I don't want to see yours on your car when
No.
I'm chasing you.
Same. I don't want to see yours on your car. Or even when you're live streaming and you're showing this track, it looks terrible. The car there with all the shit on top.
It ruins the look.
Yeah.
And when I get the Mercedes and the BMW,
yeah, you're gonna put it.
You're gonna make it even worse.
Yeah.
Mm.
You don't want that.
It's a difficult problem. Yeah. But for now, we just enjoy them as they are. So this is early days.
Yeah.
This was before I got a track, and I was just like, oh, I need something to drive around.
Good video.
It is a great little video. Alex done well. He edited it nice. And he put some tunes on there. I don't know if we were even allowed to play the tunes.
No. It will.
So, yeah.
It'll go off. Well, I think that's all for today.
I think so. I am very, very happy where we are because we've done a few little advantages already. And if anyone's got any ideas for something that they want us to do.
Mobile's lens. No, that's way too big.
Well, massive. And I've got one of those as well.
Yeah, we need to put it inside.
But that is massive. Let us know. For now, get out, have some fun, play with your toys, enjoy yourselves, and thanks for watching.
Yeah. See you next.
Thank you very much.
Next week, maybe.
Bye-bye.
What's next week? 21? Maybe.
Next week is 21.
Maybe.
Oh, hang on, let me find out. So we're in the 14th now.
Yeah, 21.
So the 21st.
21st.
Yeah, we'll probably do a show.
Oh, Matt said he wanted to come by.
Matt?
Yes.
On that weekend?
No, I think the 28th. The one after.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's fine. We can
Are
just
you
do
here?
another. Yeah, probably. We'll just do another little show when Matt comes. Thanks a lot.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.